What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Today we're going to be doing a gardevoir deck, so let's just get right into it. Just created this deck. I played a couple test matches with it, and I think it's pretty good. So let's try this. Opponent's using a fire deck. Tails, I lost a coin flip, that's okay. You do start out with the Xerneas. And we do get that Gardevoir in our hand, which we really do not need. We have an Ultra Ball. Nothing really gives us their hand what they're playing, which is okay. Yes, we got an Energy Surge, and they played a Flareon EX. That's nice. Once you're in turn, you may move a Fire Energy to your Pokemon. Blaze Ball. This attack does 20 more damage for each Fire Energy attached to this Pokemon. That's a pretty cool deck. I've never seen that EX before. I really like the ED evolutions. Jolton is my favorite. I'm gonna play a turret. I don't know how to say that. And they're gonna start off real big, the big hand. So let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. Let's probably do the Energy Surge. That. Let's get ourselves a ults. Do that. Place in this energy there. And let's not copycat. Just have a turn there. So we didn't really start off that good, but that's okay. Our opponent's gonna do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. 150. So he knocks that opponent. I don't know if we're gonna be able to recover from this. Let's copycat. The question is, do we want to evolve? Let's just try going for that heads. There we go. Exactly what we were looking for. So now this Pokemon can't retreat or attack during this turn, which will be like real nice into our hands. Hopefully we do play a good card. Another Flareon. Let's hopefully we play a good card this hand. Mr. Mime. I'm not mad about that at all. And then so 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 80 plus 50. So Mr. Mime wouldn't be able to. So I think I'm just gonna retreat into Mr. Mime. Just like that. And follow. Just do that. They do play down another Flareon. Wow, and they're gonna. That does not play well at all for us. It's Great Ball and put you. And we could Pokénav. Hopefully we got a Pokemon on top. So let's see. No, but we do get an energy. do get a Master Ball next, so that's nice. I could go ahead and pull our energies back into our hand. And then it's gonna knock him out, so really we don't need to play any energy. How I'm probably gonna Master Ball Thundurus. He did just knock that Pokemon just out. Let's go ahead and Master Ball Tornadius. Gotta play him first. And end that turn. It's not really going well for us at all. Do play into another energy. Just our opponent was just able to get set up more quickly, more easily, and he's probably gonna kill him. Well, we just got a bad hand at this point, so it's not really our fault that we lost that. Let's go ahead and do another match. See how this one plays out. Playing a Psychic deck and a Dark deck, from what I could tell. Going against Mika Boone. Mika Boone. I don't know how to say that. See who they choose to go first. They chose to go themselves first. And we play into a Malouetta, which I think I'm going to change her out of this deck, to be honest. I really like her as a Pokemon. The card really looks nice, but she doesn't fare too well in battle. For being an EX, her HP is really low, and Round and Brilliant Voice don't really do that much damage. So I mean, it's not really a card that's good at for say, you could say. So we'll probably play our Brigette right away. We could put on our Ralts on, and we could also put a probably our Tornadius and then another card, maybe Mewtwo. Of course, if our opponent chooses a card. I don't like people like this that stall. There we go. Yes. Played a Bufalanta. I don't know. It's reduced by 20. That's okay, no big deal. He only has 90 HP. Gonna put a Rock Behemoth on that. So let's go ahead and play you first. Get that. Let's put you down as well, and let's put Mr. Mime down. Count us Pokénav this. Ready to get a Curla, which actually plays nice into our hands. And then let's do the draw 3 and Guzma. Oh, I already had a draw 3. I didn't notice. We can just play. Let's first play DC on Tornadius, and we'll end the turn like that. Aw. I don't like cards like that to this. So let's just evolve you. And let's just add draw cards. You, and there we go. So we can Guzma Furfor. I don't know how to say that. We got a rare candy, so that's nice. Let's do this just so they can't. If we could play, no, but we played into Mewtwo, so let's place that down. We're just gonna leave that. We have a full bench now. We're probably gonna knock out this Meloetta. That's probably why I'm gonna remove her from this deck. She honestly doesn't add anything to it. And now I'm gonna play Mr. Mime. Since this does 80 damage, he'll block it. It just prevents pretty much any 1 Yep, and there goes that Meloetta. I'm gonna play Mr. Mime. Just add an energy to Tornadius. I don't really want to play Marshadow right now. I guess I could have put the energy onto Mr. Mime, since our opponent does have a lot of cards right now. Would have done a decent amount of damage to him. That's fine. He didn't attack, which is surprising. Oh yeah, probably because he wouldn't do anything. So anyway, just leave it at that. Add an energy. See, it's 60 as well. 80. Yeah. We could add an energy. Let's go ahead and place down this other roll. Should we? Yeah. There's no reason not to. And then we could just break down. Did get rid of that energy, no big deal to be honest. Add another one. Since we don't really need to add energy on our other cards. Go ahead and add an energy to Canadius. Breakdown. All his Pokemon do multiples of 20 damage, so Mr. Mime is really OP in this scenario. And since his energy cut up keeps failing, and just like that. So let's just play one more game since the last 2 games went by pretty fast. And then we'll call it an episode. So they might be playing a Curla Gardevoir deck too. They have a Xerneas token, so they we might go up against another Xerneas break deck. Let's go first. See what our first hand looks like. We pulled 2 rats, a Master Ball, which actually really does play into our hand, though we do not have a Fairy Energy, so that could play bad. We could probably Great Ball first just to see what we get. We could add onto our bench. It's always good to do that first. If anything, we do have Rescue Stretcher in our hand, so we can pull that Gardevoir back, which is no big deal. And he does have his Zernus, so we do get another waltz we could place down right away. No reason to hesitate. Let's pull Tornadius, we could do that. And then we could just go ahead and add a DCE on him. And we could just add yeah, hopefully we get a rare candy. So our hand starting off wasn't too bad. Choose two of your bed. I always forget what that one is. So we do play draw 3, which is nice. However, we do not play. So we can just, honestly, we could, let's just do this. And we could just destructive knock that Zernus out right away. And we do get an energy from a prize card, which is no big deal. We get to add that fairy energy. We'll probably add it to the Rolls with the Float Stone, though it might be targeted if our opponent does have a Guzma. And he does do Sylveon GX. Also evolves the back one into a Curla, so they most likely have a Gardevoir 2 as well. Which I wouldn't be surprised, and then they're gonna Magic Ribbon. So if we do play into a rare candy next, that would be really good in our favor. If not, I don't know if it really depends what we play into. So we do play into a Curlo, which is actually good. Go ahead and do that. Add a card, a Wild Fury. I doubt we'll knock him out, but who knows. So we did do 150, so they're pretty much dead. We'll be able to knock him out by next turn. And then they do place another Zernus out. So they might retreat this Pokemon. They played a Fairy Garden. Has no retreat cost, so this pretty much Float Stone is useless now, and then they Sycamore their hand. Which is discard your hand and draw 7 cards. And they do play a Gardevoir EX. We can go ahead and evolve. And maybe we'll get a fairy energy out of this. No. But we can play this energy search next one, which will be really nice. We can pull that fairy energy onto Tornadius, which will get us that free retreat. But let's just add that and hoping to get a heads, at least one, though it wouldn't have knocked him out. 2 would have knocked him out, 2 heads, but that's okay. Next turn we can knock out that Pokemon, unless he retreats, of course, which that might be smarter move on their end to do, but it depends. Nope, they're not going to retreat. They're going to add 2 more energy to the Pokemon. And add 1 to Curla over there in the right. And then another one to their other Gardevoir EX. No big deal, so let's go ahead and attach a Fairy energy to you. Oh, I messed up, but that's okay, that's okay. just... Actually, let's not retreat. Let's just go ahead and Wild Fury. I'm gonna just pick up you, TCE, which we could add onto the gardevoir, which will do ultimately more damage. And they do go into that EX gardevoir, which is surprising. I was expecting them to go into the sylveon, but I guess I did forget it did have the damage counters on it. They're gonna sycamore the rest of their hand. They do play an Oranguru. And then they play a weakness. Then they do Link Blast, which is okay. We could go ahead and add this. And we could retreat. And just... We do play that Guzma, so if they do play... Oh, I was not expecting them to do that, actually. So... Oh, and they conceded. Alright guys, so that's gonna be the end of this episode. This is the deck if you want to look at it. And it's gonna be the end of episode 2. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a good one. And don't forget, subscribe to become a gamer today.